You're about to see a way that you can test your products without spending any money. Check this out.
I work hard every motherfucking
What's up guys, I'm the King, and like I just mentioned, you're about to find out a way to test your products and your store without spending any money on Facebook and any money on Instagram. This will be especially helpful for those of you that are starting with a lower budget, like $200 or even less, because you seriously don't need any money to do what I'm about to show you guys. All you need to do is put more effort into your store and more effort into finding good products, and then I will show you guys the next steps to take. But before I do that, I do want to say I am going to do a live stream on May 11th, which is going to be Saturday, and so it's a week from now. Of course, if you're watching this after May 11th, well, sorry you missed it. The live stream may still be on my YouTube channel, but either way, for those of you that are watching this before May 11th, I'm going to do a live stream for an entire hour here on YouTube. So there's going to be somewhere on the screen where it says it right here, but May 11th, 2 p.m. Central Standard, I'm going to do a live stream here on YouTube. Just come to my channel at that time, and I'll be live to answer any questions you have about the course, about your store, about products, or anything like that. So tune in on that day, and I look forward to seeing you. And the last thing I want to touch on before I jump into the content is it's been about 3 or 4 weeks since I've launched my course, and honestly, I've gotten so many great results already. Like, I'm gonna throw up a few things right here on the screen so you guys can see. I mean, people hitting their first $1,000 day, multiple people hitting over $100,000 in their first month after watching the course, which is insane. People hitting 5K days, 10K days, like, it's awesome, guys. So just a quick cap for those of you that have been thinking about it of what you're gonna get is, in the first section of the course, it's gonna be an exact outline as to what you need to do if you're starting from scratch and you wanna make 6 figures or more. Almost every course I've been through is just a bunch of information, but it's not outlined in a certain way to where you follow exact steps. And so what I did is I made an A to Z outline that shows you, like, literally 0 to 100 what you need to do when starting from scratch to be able to make 6 figures and more. And then there's an entire case study section to where I showed you exactly what I taught in the A to Z outline, where I do it myself and I share everything. I scaled a store from 0 to over $100,000 in the first 6 days, and I literally screen record and share everything. Finding the product, setting up the store, testing the ads, finding new ad creative, like literally everything I show you guys. And so if you guys want to check that out or see student results, then just go to the first link in the description. It's going to be the Royal Blueprint. You can check that out and take a look and see what all the hype is about. And all right, now for the topic of this video, how you can start making sales and test your products, test your store without spending any money on Facebook or Instagram. So whenever I say this, a lot of you guys might just click off of the video and be like, oh, like I know about this, or oh, like I'm not going to do that, or whatever. But seriously, just watch the rest of the video. Even if you don't learn something new, it's going to reaffirm something you already know, which is going to ingrain it even deeper. And so the method is Facebook pages and Facebook groups. So the same way you can go on an Instagram page and DM someone and say, hey, I'm gonna pay you $100 to post this. And they post it and you make money or you don't. You can do that on Facebook pages, but you don't have to pay someone to do it, because the pages are a community. So all you have to do is find a product that's in a niche, and then go to one of those niche pages on Facebook and then make a post as someone from the community. You don't wanna sell something. You don't wanna say, hey guys, go buy this. Wrong. Right? You want to say, hey, I've been looking at this and I just wanted to see if any of you guys here in the community have bought this before and could steer me right or wrong. Because if someone in a page or a Facebook group sees that you're trying to sell something, they're going to ban you, right? So you don't want to act like you're selling. You don't want to say, hey, go buy this. You want to say something like, guys, I've been looking at buying this, but I just wanted to see first if any of you have bought this before and what you guys think. And so then everyone's going to click through to that link that you shared in the Facebook group, because you're not selling anything, you're asking for help. And people like to help, right? Especially when it's in the similar niche. So anyways, people are going to click through to that website, and it's going to be your website, but the Facebook page owner doesn't know that. It's going to be your website. They're going to click through, and a good amount of those people, like thousands of people that come to your store, they're going to think, oh, this is actually really good. And assuming you have good reviews, you have a great product and a great product description, exactly how I outlined in the course, then you're going to make sales. I mean, you could make over $1,000 a day literally without spending anything. And it's so cheeky. I love it. So just to show you guys a little more in depth of what I mean, I pulled up on my screen multiple pages and multiple products that you guys could go and do this with, just as a suggestion. So you could start this one of 2 ways. You could either find a Facebook group that is a very prominent niche and has a lot of engagement, or you could find a product first and then find a group for it, right? So what I did is I just looked up home decorating, just because I know home and interior design is a big niche. And so this right here, this page has 4.6 million people that like it and follow it. So of course, not all 4.6 million people are gonna see something when you post it, but check this. You can literally write a post right here and post a photo or a video. And so literally, if I wanted to say, hey guys, I've been looking at buying this product online, and you post a link to your store, I mean, people are gonna flood to it, seriously. I mean, look, this post was posted 7 hours ago and already has 500 shares, 1,000 likes, and 200 comments. Like, that's really good for 7 hours. So, you know, if your ad was up for 3 days, you know, it might get 10,000 likes and over 5,000 people to your store. Which, guys, keep in mind, if your cost per click was 50 cents on Facebook, which is a good cost per click, and you got 5,000 people on your store, that would cost you $2,500. But you're posting in a Facebook group and you're getting 5,000 visitors to your store theoretically. I mean, you could get more or you could get less for free, literally for free. Like, what's better than that? Seriously. And so for a page like this, you know, I just looked up on AliExpress. I looked up something quick. I just looked up like home interior, like decorating, like wall art, whatever. And so I sorted it by orders. And so, I mean, you can see wall art here has like 12,000 orders, 4,000 orders, 3,000 orders. And so I would look for something that's kind of like really, really unique. It really doesn't need a lot of orders. You know, wall art like this, you can get anywhere. But, you know, I would just look for something really unique. I would search up DIY or home interior or interior decorating or things like that. Like a really unique, like wall lamp or something like that that looks really cool, that when people click through, you know, they might actually really like it. And because it's on sale on your store, you'll make a crap load of money. Another one that I found was Born to Fish. This one only has about 100,000 page likes, but it's high engaged people, okay? You don't really need a multi-million liked page to actually do this. I mean, literally you need 50,000 page likes or something like that. That's what I would shoot for, at least 50,000 page likes or 50,000 people that follow it. So look for at least 50,000 page likes and make sure it's a good engaged page, you know, getting a couple hundred shares, getting a couple thousand likes on the post, and you're good to go. But I mean, look, this has 300 likes, 76 comments, and 300 shares. Literally the shares, that's huge. You know, people that like to fish and post it to their own Facebook page, like 400, basically 400 people right here have done that. And so they've posted to their own Facebook page. So all their friends that probably like to fish and hunt and things like that are gonna see it too. And when it just so happens to be a link to your website, that's free virality right there. So let's be real, that's awesome. And so for a fishing page like this, you could use some sort of fishing tool like this that's gonna make it a lot easier to like cut your lines. And of course, you know, you would want to look into why someone would buy this in the first place. But this, for example, is literally $1. And it's got over 7,000 orders and it's got 4.8 stars with basically 4,000 votes here. And so a product like this is really, really good. And it's going to help a lot of people. And especially when you post it to a Facebook group and say, hey guys, I've been looking at buying this. Do any of you have something like this? And a lot of them will look at it and be like, oh, you know, I don't have something like this. This would help me a lot. And like I said, assuming that you've actually built out your product description and your reviews and your price point and everything like I show in the A to Z outline in the course, then you're gonna actually make sales for free. So I'm gonna show you guys one more that a lot of you might not have thought about. So this one right here is a Game of Thrones page, okay? I'm not sure if a lot of you guys watch Game of Thrones. I'm sure most of you do. I mean, I love it. Honestly, this is massive right now. I think it's in the 8th season or something like that. Any show that makes it to 8 seasons is, of course, a lot of people like it. And it's in the last season right now. And so right now would be the hottest time to do this. Like, yeah, you could do this for Harry Potter or something like that. That was massive, but it's kind of died down. The latest season of this is still coming out right now. And the first episode of the new season literally came out like a few weeks ago. So this is really hot right now. So just to show you guys, I mean, this page has over 800,000 people that like it. And seriously, like this stuff, I love this stuff. Like, I need to like and follow this page just because it's funny. But literally, I was scrolling through here and there are great memes in here. And honestly, the engagement rate is really good. Thousands of likes, hundreds of comments, hundreds of shares. And something like this, you could market a product like this right here, like a music box that plays the theme song to it, right? So you could just have a video of this, find it somewhere online and play it, or, you know, post a shirt in there, you know, something that's really cool. And I think a product like this could work great in a group like that. I mean, it's got 16,000 orders, it's got 6,000 votes at 4.7 stars, and it's literally $4, but it's so unique. And I mean, you could claim it as a collectible type of item. And when a couple thousand people out of 800,000 people in this group see that, they're gonna be like, whoa, like that's super cool. You know, these are diehard fans, and so they're gonna buy it. So if you posted it in here one day and you sold them for $20 and you got, you know, 20 people to buy it, that's basically $400 to $500, which is like $300 profit considering you have zero ad spend, which could be a great kickstart for a lot of you guys to start making money, to be able to start testing and start scaling products on Facebook ads like I outlined. And one last thing that I want to mention is another way that you guys could go out there and start getting sales and testing your products and testing your stores without actually spending any money. And that's through Facebook groups, okay? So what we just did is we went through pages, but another thing you could do is go to Facebook groups. And so check this out. I just searched up fishing and then went to groups over here in this tab. And then if you literally just went to a group like this, like 57,000 members, 10 posts a day, that's awesome. That means it's really good engaged. So if you just went to this page right here, so just reach out to the person that owns this or the page themselves and say, hey, you know, I've started this store around fishing products and we could potentially make over $100,000 if we partnered up and I marketed it through your group. Just say, I can handle all the processes, products, order fulfillment, things like that. And all you have to do is allow me to market through your group and I'll give you 50% of the profits. So what that's gonna allow you to do is gonna allow you to market through someone's group, and it's gonna allow you to market every single day, essentially. And if it worked, you could make hundreds of dollars every single day with zero ad spend, literally just by using someone else's group that they've worked their ass off to build. But of course, guys, none of this is gonna work if your product descriptions suck, or if your reviews suck, or if your product isn't good, or if your price point isn't good, or if your store isn't trustworthy, and you just don't know overall what you're doing, which is exactly why I made the Royal Blueprint, which, like I said, you can find more information about that in the first link in the description. So anyways, guys, that's all for this video. It was very short, very sweet. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm gonna do a live stream on May 11th, which is a Saturday for me, at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So tune into that. Literally set a note or set an alarm in your calendar. You can ask me anything about products, your store, about the course, or anything like that. And who knows, I might just give you guys a special discount that day for the program. So anyways, guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So make sure to smash that like button if you did, and leave me a supportive comment or something that you want to see in a future video below, and I will definitely get to it. But anyways, guys, that's all for this one. Much love, especially if you've made it this far. That's all for me. The King is out.